Now, Toy Story 3 hits theaters today, and it's expected to rake in about $100 million for the weekend. Just imagine, though, if you could get your hands on some of that. Well, soon enough, you may be able to. Regulators approved the first trading contracts tied to movie box office receipts earlier this week, paving the way for financiers to hedge investments on films. And Veriana Network's Trend Exchange was the first to win approval for such transactions. Joining us now is Robert Swagger, the CEO of the Trend Exchange. Thanks for coming on the show. Appreciate you joining us. For me, it's interesting to ask you this first question because Carol has done extensive features on independent filmmakers and on the industry. And I talked to Bob Pisano, the MPAA president, interim CEO. They have all said that this is a bad thing for the industry. They've all even seemed a little bit scared of this. Why is it that the film industry, the motion picture industry, or at least the execs that we talk to, are concerned about this?
Yeah, that's a great question. The concern lies simple that it's change, it's different, and people often fear the unknown. We've seen this same thing happen when futures contracts were brought out on treasuries or aluminum or housing industry. It's a normal reaction. It's a normal response. And the MPA has a history of being fearful. They were fearful when TV was brought out. They were fearful when VCRs brought out. They were fearful when DVDs were brought out. So historically, they're fearful of change. And part of our goal through our studio outreach program is to work with these studio chiefs and their teams to help understand how this financing tool will help bring liquidity and additional dollars to help protect the arts industry.
You know, maybe, Bob, I'm a little old-fashioned here, but tell me why this is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a good thing because every other segment of our economy can benefit from futures markets. It's historically accurate. A centrally cleared, well-regulated, transparent exchange helps bring cash flow and liquidity. And at a time of economic crisis, when film financing is drying up, people are having to go overseas to find dollars. Here's an opportunity to have a risk management tool. And if there's an appropriate government-regulated, transparent exchange that can bring liquidity into the film financing arena, it just flows more capital in so we can have content to watch on our movies.
You know, Matt brought up some of the concerns by the Motion Picture Association. I mean, one thing they are worried is that this is going to be prone to manipulation. Can you guarantee that it will not be?
You know, that's a great question. The MPA has brought up numerous concerns, and when the CFTC, which is the regulatory body, the Commodities Future Trading Commission, reviewed all the concerns that the MPA brought up, they agreed with what our claims have been. The claims have been baseless, that they're not subject to, readily subject to manipulation, and all the variety of other items. Any market can have a piece of manipulation involved with it, but the cost, the risk associated with any manipulation certainly is catastrophic for the people who would try to manipulate. And why would you try to manipulate and abuse a tool that's really a tool to help you and to bring more capital into your markets?
Let me ask, you know, one of the concerns is that this could kill a movie before it comes out. I mean, we see it happen in the market sometimes. You know, if you get speculation wagering against something, you can obviously drive the price down. A lot of people were concerned that that happened to Lehman Brothers. What if, and let's show some video of Takers, which this will be the first movie affected, a Matt Dillon film here. What if the futures sell off and everyone thinks because of that the movie's not going to be any good and doesn't go and see it the first weekend in the box office, although this looks awesome?
Yeah. Again, a great question. And here's the reality. There are already so many prediction markets out there. Hollywood is a buzz. It's about rumors. It's about excitement. What's coming to the big screens this weekend, and how can we get people interested in having discussion about it? Because that discussion brings people into the movie to, is it really that bad? Is it really that good? Is my star going to perform well? So there's all sorts of great reasons why using even a tool like ours, adding it to the plethora of 200 prediction tools that are out there already, some of which are owned by theater groups, they're already out there. The Rotten Tomatoes of this world, sites that you go to find out opinion about movies, they already exist. They're already out there. Nobody's going to come to look at the financial side of it compared to all the other social network sites.
All right. Hey, Robert, thanks so much for joining us. Robert Swagger, their CEO of the Trend Exchange.